Welcome to your day two of I'm sorry. Welcome to your day three of the 10-day manifesting abundance challenge. This challenge has been a doozy, and we are already only at day three, but I'm accepting all of it and rolling with it. Good morning, y'all. Go ahead and put your gratitude in the comments. Let's get it started. Let's focus in on what we're grateful for. I'm grateful for the very challenging day I had yesterday. It was challenging in multiple ways. It started out like fantastic, and then it ended up being like super challenging. Um, but all good. All is well that ends well, and so it did end well, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful for today. Grateful for this experience to kick off in day three. So put your gratitude in the comments, or you can always unmute and share them. What are you grateful for? Let me see it. Let me see it. Adina said, I'm grateful to move my body this morning. Yes, yes, yes. Did you already work out, Adina? That's awesome. Renee said, good morning. I'm grateful to give myself permission to rest. Yeah, I love that for you. Yeah, yesterday had to be a sit down, lay down type day. It was a lot happening. Good for you, Adina. Yes, I love that. Good morning, Una. She said, I'm grateful to wake up a few minutes before my alarm. My alarm, no matter the time. Something's something about that makes me feel aligned with source, my higher self. I know I feel that. That makes sense. I like that. Yes. I've definitely been there. Um, I'm gonna pull some cards to get us started, and then I'm gonna go right into it. I love when we do this challenge and the card number 16 shows up. Card number 16 is the manifestation card. It says manifestation isn't magic, it's intentionality. I love that card because it's a great reminder that you must be in action, right? The goal is to get to your being so that you are doing less, but there is a doing even in your being, right? Because your being is an action, your being is a decision. And so I love when we can get to that place where we're in the space of, no, this is who I be, and it's because of the actions that I took to become this person. And it just reminds you that there is deliberate and intentional action in everything that we want to deliberately and intentionally bring to us, because we manifest anyway, all day, every day. In order for manifestation to be intentional, we must be deliberate. Card number 10 says, I am worthy. And it's a reminder that whatever it is that you are asking for, praying for, believing for, um, anything that you put yourself in a position to receive, know that you are worthy. And I always call this card an alignment card because it gets you right back in alignment with the vibration of the thing that you're asking for or the thing that you desire. You must know that you're worthy in order for you to receive it. And then the third card is I call bullshit. You are good enough. You are smart enough. You have all the information you need to get started. I am an example of imperfection. All of us are. But when you are in a leadership position, when you're leading people, you want everything to be damn near as perfect as possible. And it don't always turn out that way. I.e., yesterday, I made the announcement on Monday and on yesterday morning that these sessions start at 7:30. I'm not sure where I got 7:30 at in my brain, because I deliberately made it for 7 so that I could meet my workout commitment that I'd already pre-scheduled before the 10-day at 7:30. So I don't know how I mixed it up, but I did. And yesterday I just had to lay down because everything was going wrong. And I was like, oh, but the bullshit is that those kind of mistakes or uh kerfuckles that any of that kind of stuff has the permission to stop you from doing what you came to do. I still get to wake up this morning and get this call started, even if no one else was on but me, right? Because the time was mixed up and blah 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 and blah blah blah. The same amount of people that are on today were on yesterday, and I was like, dang, where's everybody at? And Dina was like, hey, Coach B, you said 7:30 on the live, but the Zoom says 7. I was like, what? But the point I'm making is you get to keep moving forward. So this is for someone, anybody who is like, man, I feel like I don't have enough information. I feel like I need more of this. I feel like this is not perfect. I feel like that's not in order. Get started anyway. Do it anyway. You will figure it out along the way. And for me, a recovering perfectionist, it's a great lesson in acceptance of imperfections and mistakes, and to get back on. How willing are you to get back on when you do mess up or you do make a mistake? And so that's the bullshit card. All right. Today is day 3, and it's a beautiful opportunity to really kick into gear the word momentum. If you have your pen, if you have your pad, make sure you write that word down. The word is momentum. And I'm going to do a review, as I always do, of days 1 and 2, just so that excuse me, just so that we have it and you are familiar. The first thing is, of course, get clear about what it is that you want to manifest. So yesterday we talked about that as well. What is it that you're manifesting in these 10 days, right? And so we have, today is our, technically, we have 7 more days left of the challenge beyond today. And so that's a solid week for you to focus in on one thing. What is the one thing? Have you written it down? If you haven't, write it down. And if you feel compelled, if you feel comfortable, share it in the comments so that we can get on board with you. And in believing it with you, that it is not only possible, but that you are it, that you get to have it, that you're worthy of it. When multiple people, as the Bible says, 2 or more, it allows for what we desire to come to us sooner. And so if you feeling good about it and confident, share it in the comments if you feel comfortable. But the first thing is to get clear about what it is that you do want. The second thing is to allow yourself to flow in this space of recognizing where you are on the I am scale. So where are you on the scale? Let's kick off a little review of the scale. When we think about the foundation, the first level. There are 7 levels to the I am scale. What is on the first level? Before we get to any of the other levels, the base level of the I am scale, type it in the comments, is what? And I'll give y'all a minute. I'm gonna pull up my notes as well. What is the base? Yes, thank you, Adina. The base is disbelief, right? And disbelief is basically, you saying like, I don't agree, believe that it's possible for me. Also, it could have unworthiness in there. Most times it does. It's that I don't believe I'm worthy of this. I desire it, but I don't believe I'm worthy of it. It's where the most doubt and denial is present. It's where the most resistance around what you desire is present. So the thing that we spoke about yesterday morning was you can have this desire and still have a desire that's just as strong that is possible for you. I talk about it from the perspective of it being splintered intention. When we have a splintered intention, we believe we want something just as much as we doubt is possible for us. And that is where disbelief lives. What's the level up? Level above disbelief is hope. Yes, hope. Hope is on top of disbelief. And the reason why hope is on top of disbelief, if you ever find hope in your vocabulary, in your sentences, when you're describing something related to you, check yourself. Check yourself immediately to make sure that that's what you mean, that you mean hope and that you want to stay at hope. Because the beautiful thing about the scale is that every level is a decision. And if you didn't get that before in the first round, make sure you get that now in the second round of the 2024 year. Every level is a decision. And so hope in and of itself, a lot of times we find ourselves there subconsciously deciding that I know it's possible. I just don't know if it's possible for me, right? I hope that it is, but it's out of my control. There's a lot of might and there's more doubt than necessary. Also more doubt than you would need in order for you to actually receive it, right? It's too much doubt. It's enough that, you feel like it's 50-50. It also feels like it's hitting it's hitting the lottery. I want it, but we'll see, right? And so it's the beginning, right? It's the starting point of you having hope, seeing the light, but it's not quite good enough for you to manifest it the way in which you desire it. Step above hope. Next level, level 3 is, yes, Renee, thank you so much, is trust. Yuna says, I'm manifesting the clarity, courage, and perspective to make clear how I use my current position, my current passions and skills in a meaningful and substantial way. I can't read today. I'm manifesting the clarity, courage, and perspective to make clear how I use my current passions and skills in a meaningful and substantial way. Let me sit with that for a second. I'm manifesting the clarity, courage, and perspective to make clear how to use my current passions and skills in a meaningful and substantial way. Mm. My question is, how does your passions and skills, how do they benefit you? How do they benefit you when you practice in your passions and your skills? What do you get from it? Share that with me. No, I got you, Yuna. It was me. All right. So third level is trust. The reason why trust is the third level is because it is the next level above hope that says, I have this desire and I trust it is possible for me. Possible for me. I already started to see the light and hope, but now trust has a little bit of evidence in it, right? There's something that told me that I could trust this, even if it was my intuition. And I can take steps forward because I trust, even if it's a baby step. Now I can begin at level 3 to take a step forward because I trust that it's possible, right? Even if I don't see all the evidence, I have enough information to trust that this could happen, right? This could work out for me. Level 4, what is level 4? What are we talking at level 4? Level 4 is belief, right? Belief is stronger than trust and obviously stronger than hope. At this level, level 4, belief, when you think about when you believe in something versus when you trust something, you need less evidence. You need less, less prerequisites that prove that it's possible. This is more leaning toward faith than it's leaning toward trust, but it's in between faith and trust. And so at this level, you have an opportunity to build your confidence, to walk a little bit more toward what you desire without seeing as much evidence. And if you notice, the higher you go up in the I am scale, the less evidence you need to see, the less evidence you desire to see, the less evidence is required for you to know that this is possible for you. And so the level above above belief, I've already said it, is faith. And faith takes belief deeper. More importantly, faith has a significant amount of less evidence that's necessary than hope, than trust, and then belief, but it's also unshakable, unmovable. There's nothing you can tell me. I have complete trust and complete confidence that what I desire is on the way to me. I'm going to do whatever I need to do. My actions are aligned, my thoughts are aligned. I move as though it already is. And I'm in that as though it already is space. Got it? That's level 5. Level 6. Level 6 used to be the pinnacle, right? That was the end all to be all. Yes, Yuna, knowing. Yes, Renee, knowing. Yes, 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 y'all. Knowing. Knowing allows for you to actually have relationship with. Now, with faith, right? Let's just split some hairs for a second. With faith, you recognize that it's unmovable, it's unshakable, can't nobody tell me nothing. When I know it, I'm beyond faith because I'm not saying, I'm believing in something that I can't see anymore. I'm saying, even without physical evidence, I know this. And when you know somebody, right, you're intimate with them. You're intimate. When you know something, you're intimate with it, right? You've built a level of familiarity that not only you can depend on, but more importantly, there is this embodiment of the thing that you desire and who you are. You haven't become one yet, but you're closer than you could possibly be before becoming one. And when you become one at the highest level, what is level 7? What is level 7, y'all? The I am. Yes, 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 yes. The I am, right? So when you consider the I am says, what I desire is absolutely mine because I am it. I cannot be separate from it. There's no way possible for me to be separate from it because I've become it. And so when you've become the thing that you desire, whatever it is that you want to manifest, then you move, walk, talk. You see life through the lens of you already being the person that possesses the thing that you are bringing to you. This is not an act as if, this is a conscious decision that this is already taken care of. So now all my decisions that I make are from the perspective that this is already taken care of because I've become it. I am the money. I am the bag. I am the job. I am the this. I am the that, right? It gives an opportunity for you to honor and own that I have now become the thing that I desire, right? Good morning, y'all. If you're joining us now, thank you so much for being here. We just did a review of the I am scale. We haven't gotten into day 3 yet, so thank y'all for being here. We just did a nice review of the I am scale, and we went from disbelief all the way to the I am. And so once you've, number one, gotten clear on what it is that you desire, and then number 2, now I can identify where I am on the I am scale. Once you identify where you are on the I am scale, day 2 kicks in, right? So when we talked day 2, if you didn't see the review, I'm sorry, if you didn't see the live from yesterday, if you weren't on because of the time mix up, we were talking about bridging the gap between alignment and inspired action. So it's from where you are to where you want to be. Once you identify where you are on that scale, say you're at hope, right? I desire this, but I'm not sure. I believe I'm worthy, but I feel like there's something beyond my control that determines if I can have this or not, right? That's that hope energy. What you must do first is recognize that even in hope, right, or even at disbelief, I mean, I don't think you'd be here if you were in disbelief, but you might have more doubt than hope will allow, right? So if you're in between disbelief and hope, but you really want the thing that you have your focus on, the first thing that you must recognize is that wherever you are on this scale is a decision. Type in the comments, it's a decision. I want you to recognize that more than anything, because once you recognize that it's a decision, wherever I find myself on this scale, then it gives me an opportunity to move where I want to move on this scale. I know in order for me to get what it is that I desire, sooner, better, more clear, then I must be in between faith. You can even be at belief. Belief is just, there's something better than belief, and I just like the best. You can be at belief. You can be in between belief and the I am. But the higher you go up the scale, the sooner you get to what it is that you desire. Does that make sense, y'all? I want to make sure that y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. That the sooner, right? The higher you go up the scale, the sooner you get to what you're asking for. And this is not about it being quick and fast, because it's going to take the time it takes. But you will be in that position of receivership sooner, which means that you will be in alignment with it, which means that you have more opportunity for surprise and delight, and less opportunity of being discouraged, of building more resistance, of sitting in lack longer. It gives you an opportunity to actually be in the energy of what you want and experience more pleasure. Well, how and why? Because even if you don't have what it is that you desire physically, what you do already possess is everything else. The energy you possess, the accessories of it, it's already yours. Adina says she got it. Do y'all got it? Anybody got any questions? This is really, really good because it gives us an opportunity to build on what we're going to focus on today. All right. So when you think about bridging the gap, right, between inspired actions and alignment, understanding what alignment is. Alignment is the key to manifestation. It's about matching your thoughts, your feelings, your actions with the vibration of what you desire. Everything is energy. There's not nothing that exists that's energy. Everything is energy. And so when you consider everything being energy, my hair is energy, this body is energy, these cards are energy, everything is energy. When you consider that, then you recognize that because everything is energy, I want to get on the energetic level or energetic vibration, right, of the thing that I desire. How do I know what the energetic level is of the thing that I desire? How do you know? You know because you ask the question to yourself, or you answer the question to yourself: how will I feel as a result of receiving or of being the thing that I desire to have or be? How do I anticipate feeling? Right? So for Renee says, I am manifesting that I identify, start, and thrive in a new business while living back in Tallahassee. So the question, Renee, then becomes: how do you want to feel as a result of identifying, starting, and thriving in a new business while living back in Tallahassee? How do you want to feel when you see yourself in that position, identifying, starting, and thriving in this new business? How do you see yourself? Are you confident? Are you happy? Do you have more money than you can imagine? Are you making more impact in the community? What's happening? What is this feeling? What is this desire? The same thing for Una, right? When Una talked about her desire was to really get clear on how can I use my passions in a sustainable and impactful way. Who are you being? What are you feeling? What is this desire that you want? Because everything we want, it's because we want to have a feeling, or we anticipate having a feeling as a result of it. There's nothing that we want that doesn't connect to an emotion. If you want more money, it's because you want the feeling of, right, security or abundance or overflow, access, freedom, right? What do you want as a result of you getting clear on whatever it is that you're manifesting? If it's a healthier body, you want to rest, you want to feel confident, you want to be more energized. Like, what is it? And then recognizing that desire, every desire of an emotion that you have is also a decision. This is why I've been teaching decision for a decade, because everything that we have, everything that we do is a result of our power of decision. Everything is a decision. And when you recognize that, then I recognize it's not just one decision that I need to make, but I might need to make the same decision multiple times. Have you ever found yourself having the same conversation with somebody about your expectations or your boundaries or what you desire or how you want things to be multiple times? And then finally, at some point, it snaps, it clicks, and you're like, but I've been saying the same thing. Or somebody comes around and says the same thing you already said, and they're like, oh, yeah, I get it. And you're like, I already said that. Most times we need to hear things multiple times in order for us to get it. And it depends on if we're in receivership or not. Renee says she wants to feel confident and wealthy. Beautiful. What does wealth feel like to you, Renee? If you can unmute, that'll be fantastic. If you can't, don't worry. You can put it in the comments. What does wealth feel like for you? It might be too early. Y'all don't want to talk
No,
this early.
it's fine. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wealth feels like no lack. It feels confident. It feels sustaining. It's a sustaining confidence. It's a sustaining flow.
Beautiful. So erase no lack, because we never want to start with what it doesn't feel like.
Okay.
But what does
It feels
feel
like
like?
abundance.
What does abundance feel
Unlimited resources.
like? Keep going. What's the emotion?
The emotion is happy. The emotion is confidence, moving differently.
How are you moving?
Slow, deliberate.
What else?
Cold shoulders, Angela Bassett shoulders, Felicia Rashad look. You know?
Yeah. Okay. How does
Yeah,
that feel when you
feel
describe it?
powerful. Powerful and
Beautiful.
proud. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Powerful and proud. How does that feel to describe what you just said?
Uh Good. It feels like I'm operating in my Black woman power.
Mm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm. So we're going to take two things from what you said, powerful and pride, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you consider power and pride, and you consider those two being like the creme de la creme, how can you activate power and pride right now before the business starts doing what it's doing, before you reach the level in which you would consider wealth? Because wealth is relative, right? What what can you do today to activate power and pride?
Mm. This may sound just activated.
How? What's the
Just
action? What are you doing?
so the action is like starting, make a decision to get up early. No, um, okay, I'm trying not to use the word now.
What do you okay,
Accepting help if necessary.
okay, good.
Aligning myself with people and decisions that support me feeling powerful and prideful.
Beautiful. But
Dressing
today,
different when I go, dressing different.
yes, 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 yes. That's what I'm
Actually
looking
doing
for.
my hair instead of putting on a hat.
Come on,
uh,
come on, come on.
yes. Um,
Yeah, because of Felicia Rashad is from what we saw, even though it was
right.
pretend land,
Yes.
right? But it's that energy. I'm talking about you, us, we doing something this day, not if somebody comes along and then I can align with them or whatever the case may be, but really delegating, because a person who moves with pride and power, they don't have a problem delegating. Delegating feels like second nature because they know it takes a team to make it happen. So it is accepting help, but it's accepting help from a space of delegation. Does that
Mm,
make sense?
yes. Yes.
Because that puts you in your power, and that way you're building a team that can trust you to lead, right? And then when you show up and you put that shit on, you know what I'm saying, and you moving because you got that shit on, you automatically feel, because we can go to that beauty salon, we can go get our hair done and come out that mug feeling like
Like, right. New money.
and so these are not fake it till you make it. And I want to make clear the difference is you're deliberately and intentionally deciding to embody the energy of the vibration of pride and of power, which is for you connected to confidence and wealth, which for you is connected to this business in Tallahassee that started, that you've identified as being a vehicle that will take you there.
Yes. Love it.
There's no way for you not to get there from building from that mindset and that lens every single day. The responsibility is to build from there every single day. Got it?
Got it.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing that. That's good. Did y'all pick up what Renee put down? Thank you, Renee, for letting us eat from your plate. If you got it, just type in the comments, I got it. And so I want you, if you have not already, for those who are watching this replay, for those who are on live now, if you have not already gotten to a place where you're clear about what it is that you desire, get there, right? What do you want? And it's just one thing for this quarter, for the fourth quarter. How do you want to experience the rest of this year? The rest of this year, right? How do you want to experience it? So when I think about alignment, that is the epitome of alignment, is saying I can identify how I want to feel as a result of getting to clarity around what I desire. I know I desire this. This is how I'm going to feel once I get it. Right. And if you're like, I don't know how I'm going to feel, get clear, start to daydream, start to visualize, write it down. Why do you even want it? Why do you want what you desire? Because why you want it has the emotion or the vibration attached to it. And so that's understanding alignment. The second step is inspire action versus forced action. So there's ways in which, like what Renee and I just discussed, where there were some things that were listed that could feel like forced action versus inspired action, right? When we talk about the difference between the two, we're talking about allowing things to happen and forcing things to happen, right? When you have inspired action, it's not that you're sitting on your hands, but the energy around the decisions that you're making and the actions that you're taking is different, right? So when it's inspired, it feels natural, it's relaxing. Like Renee said, I feel easy. I'm walking slowly, I'm making decisions slowly. There's no angst. There's no got to be. There's no have to be. There's no, if I don't do this by this time, then this is going to happen. If you start to have any of those doubts or dialogue within yourself, that is when you're going to make decisions from a forced action place, which actually slows down your manifestation. And it slows it down because scared money don't make no money. And so when you consider scared money don't make no money, what does that mean? That means that if I am moving in a space where I am forcing things to happen, or moving in survivor mode, right? I'm trying to survive everything. I got to pay these bills. I got to do this. I got to do that. Those bills are still going to be there. So you can still calm your mind down. You still have the responsibilities you have. So you can still calm your heart down. There's nothing that gets to stop you from being in a place of ease. I don't give a damn how urgent it is, because within you is still the ability to get grounded, get clear, and get still. You have what it takes in order for you to be in that space and make decisions from an inspired action place. Inspired action get brings the manifestation to you sooner and more clear, and without all of the extra unnecessary emotions that weigh you down while you're moving and shaking in the space of expansion. Y'all got it? Let me know you got it in the comments. So that was the review from yesterday, bridging the gap between the two. And then what I asked you to do yesterday, which is what I asked Renee to do today, is what is the one thing that you can do, right? What is the one thing that you can do to walk toward, right? To take a step toward what it is that you desire to manifest. So something that's very simple and easy that could be fun is how we dress. You know, I got these pair of gold earrings, and I've been thrift shopping. So I got this little top, and it got like a 90s vibe with all the little cross colors, but they're the dark cross colors like from Boomerang that Holly Berry had on. It's very like artsy, crafty black woman from 92, you know what I'm saying, who work in the community type little top. It's super cute. I put it on with a pair of leggings and some Converses and these little gold earrings. And baby, I'm moving through because my body popping and I'm feeling good. Like I know what to put on. You know what to put on. What's your color? Right? What's the jewelry? How do you like to wear your hair? Like getting up and actually dressing your body is it's material, but it's very easy to do, to trigger, right? You being in that good high feeling vibration. Cutting your song on. What is the song that you like to hear that puts you in that mode of like, baby, I'm that girl. I feel like everything is possible when I play this song. Creating a playlist that allows for you to press play and then show up in that confidence, show up in that energy, show up in that being. So now you got your outfit, you got your music, right? And these things aren't to sustain you throughout the day. Some shit'll pop off and it might rock you and knock you off your square. You get back on your square. Remember you got this outfit on, but play your song and get to it. But also like the friends that we have and the folks that we can call when we're in that space, when we were up and then we go down. Because this is what I want you to recognize. None of this that we discuss, none of the tools or the framework that we discuss is meant to save you. You still have to do the work. And the work is getting back on when you fall off. The work is beginning again when you decided to pause. The work is not giving up when it's easier to, right? The work is making the same decision multiple times. You still have to do that work. You still have to brush your teeth every day in order for your teeth to be, your breath to be fresh for this day. And it's the same concept for your manifestation. For this day, you still have to do the work that's necessary in order for you to get closer, one more step closer for this day. All right. So, day 3, we're talking about building momentum with abundant energy. So, when you consider what does it mean to build momentum, I just literally described it. Being able to compound actions that make you feel proud, being able to keep yourself at a high energy state, high, mid to high energy state, and not like physically bouncing off the walls, but really your perspective, how you see yourself, how you see what it is that you want to manifest. When people, when you ask somebody, how you doing? And they say, oh, dang, man, today sucks. And you identify with it. I know today does suck. Well, before that statement, you didn't believe that. But because you wanted to identify and make friends with somebody, you believed it. And now you're at their level, their energy state. Being conscious not to do shit like that, right? Being conscious not to have conversations with people who don't have your best manifestation energy at heart. What do I mean by that? Sometimes people don't know that they're being negative, but you know they're negative. And maybe they wouldn't even identify themselves as negative, but when you talk to them, you have a negative experience. You energetically feel like, oh, every time I talk to them, it's like, ah. I share something and they kind of disregard it, or they, they don't believe it's possible for them, so they don't really believe it's possible for me, or they're moving in fear. I don't want you to be disappointed, so I don't think you should focus in on that. You should do this, you should do that. But really, like, tapping in, tuning in to yourself. Because once you build the momentum with something like the 10-day manifestation challenge, it's a beautiful way to build momentum because we're pushing it, we're talking about it every single day. At the same time, mostly every single day, it allows for you to build that momentum. And then from here, you can carry it on, right? But another thing that helps build momentum and sustain it is ritual. We talked about this before. Implementing ritual, something that you do every day, meditation, prayer, journaling, visualizing, until it comes to you. You can set a timeline to say for 30 days until this comes to me, I am going to journal each day. At 7 o'clock or at 8 p.m. or whatever the time. I'm going to um, meditate each day. I'm going to pray each day. I'm going to get to my altar. I'm going to light my candles. Whatever your thing is, being deliberate and consistent every single day has no choice but to keep you in the momentum, even when shit goes wrong and you don't feel like it, right? And there will be days where you're like, I don't feel like doing any of this shit. And you get up and you do it anyway, because you know what's more important than me not feeling like it is building my momentum in order for me to sustain this abundant energy. And sustaining this abundant energy really allows for you to show up in this space of aligning with what it is that you want every single day. Every single day before it ever comes to you, you get to see it. It's like expecting somebody to come visit you. You talk to them every day, they're excited to come. Every day you're like, oh my gosh, I'm preparing for you to be here. You'll be here in 10 days. I'm so excited. That's how you should be about the thing that you're manifesting. My words are twisted. That's how you should be about the thing that you're manifesting. It's this level of expectation. But one of the most simplest ways to get us there and to keep us there is beginning in gratitude every single day, getting clear about what am I grateful for and being as detailed as possible, right? What am I grateful for? Yesterday was really rough. I'm grateful that I got through it. I'm grateful that I got sleep. I'm grateful that I explored some new things. I'm grateful that I was able to, lean on friends and be encouraged. What are you grateful for, right? Every single day, even if it's, man, I'm grateful I woke up this morning. Why? Impress yourself. Why am I grateful that I woke up this morning? Because I have another opportunity to get closer to who I said I'd be as a result of what I desire. Or I'm grateful that I woke up this morning because I have an opportunity to make more impact. I'm grateful that I woke up this morning because I get to take a risk that I wasn't willing to take yesterday, right? I'm grateful that I woke up this morning because yesterday sucked and I want to have a day that doesn't suck, and I believe it's possible today, right? But being willing to show up in gratitude is the easiest way for you to kick off your abundant momentum and stay there. And so day 3 is about building that energy and that abundance. What are you willing to do today? You've already attended this session. So if this doesn't get you there, I don't know what will. But now that you've attended this session, what's your next step? When things happen in your day that don't go your way, or you get unexpected news, or you do and everything goes well and all the lights are green and it's fantastic and amazing, how will you, right, maintain your vision, your energy for what it is that you desire? Pick one. I gave you multiple options. That is your homework for today. Tomorrow, we're going to go a little bit deeper, and we're going to talk about specifically what you need to do for the thing that you want to manifest. What's the practical step? So tomorrow we're going to talk practical step, what you should be doing every day for the thing that you want to manifest. So get crystal clear about what you desire today, as clear as you can, what you desire, what you expect to feel as a result of having it, and why, right? What you desire, what you expect to feel as a result of having it, and why. Those are the 3 questions I want you to answer. And I am open for questions. Do you have any questions? And I want to follow up with Yuna and Nakia. Nakia, I asked you a question yesterday. We were talking about um, purpose. Did you understand? Was it helpful when we discussed purpose yesterday? Was it helpful for you? Let me know, let me know, let me know in the comments. And Yuna, when you consider like what it is that you want, in terms of how you want to manifest clarity, courage, and perspective to make clear how you use your current passions and skills. How does it make you feel when you're using your passions and skills? That was my question for you.
I would say that it makes me feel, I don't know, useful to myself,
Mm,
useful to a community. Which community? I don't know. Um, Fulfilled, paid, uh,
mm,
rested, encouraged, impactful.
mm, mhm. So pick one of those: useful, encouraged, impactful, paid, rested. I'm missing about three of them. Pick one of those that feel easiest to reach. Which one of those emotions feel or energies feel easiest to reach in this moment?
Mm, what I want to say is useful, but I also don't want to say useful.
What? Why?
Um, because I rely heavily on that. I rely heavily on making my worth be because people can rely on me, lean on me, because I'm gonna show up.
Mm, mm, got it. Okay.
Um, mm, I don't know. Oh,
So even if we use useful, right?
okay.
What's the emotion that you feel when when you feel like, man, I was useful today. I made an impact. I did something for somebody today.
I feel like the feeling you get when someone like has a light bulb moment because you asked them a question, or like
Mm,
someone was able to think deeper about something, or someone was able to laugh or smile. So I guess just like like a warm, like heart feeling,
mm.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah. You know, you're describing it. So let's replace useful with purposeful.
Purposeful.
Is that okay to exchange those? You
I
feel
like
good
it.
about that?
I like it.
Perfect. So when you feel purposeful, you get all warm inside. You feel
Hmm.
like you're contributing to something bigger than you, possibly,
Hmm.
something outside of you. And so before you might have been useful, but now you're moving in purpose. And when we move in purpose, we're moving in us. This segues, I see your comment, Nakia, no problem. This segues into what I shared with Nakia yesterday about purpose, right? Purpose is not what we do. It's not a role and responsibility. It's not you. And please hit the replay for yesterday, Nakia, because I'm gonna go deeper there than I am right now in this moment, just for the sake of time. But and you can just let it play in the background whenever you get a chance. Happy 60th birthday to your mama. Um, Purpose is not a role and responsibility that we take. It's not being a pastor, it's not being a scientist, it's not being a teacher, it's not being Coach P. None of this is purpose, right? These are role and responsibilities that I take in order to exercise and express my purpose. My purpose is being me. My purpose is who I am. And if I'm ever separate from myself, then I'm dead. And so you're never not in purpose. The question that most people are trying to answer when they say, I want to figure out what my purpose is that they want to figure out a vehicle that they can express their purpose in that feels like home to them. It's the best I've ever said it. And so when you consider, where can I express the being of me in a way, to your point, Una, that makes impact, that helps people to become better, that's greater than me. When people see me in this space, they automatically say that's Coach P's purpose. Well, it's one of the vehicles that I use to express my purpose. I was just at a dinner party that I hosted at Wonder on Thursday night. I was in purpose there as an MC hosting this dinner party. right? I was having fun. I was looking beautiful. I was keeping the conversations going, being a comedian, doing all the things that I like to do. When I'm in my friendships, I have a friend that's on right now. Good morning, Shonda. When I'm in my friendship with Shonda, I am in purpose, right? Because I'm being me. I'm the same. In I take different roles and responsibilities, but my gift shows up in all of them, right? And so my gift is me being me. I'm intuitive. I'm impactful. I'm powerful. When we think about raising children, I said to my daughter last night, we got to make sure that we just raise Jace to be a good human, right? To be the best Jace that Jace can be, because that is his purpose. He already was born in purpose when he decided to come here. Nikhil, you were already born in purpose when you decided to come here. The journey is getting back home to yourself. The journey, Yuna, is deciding, how do I want to express this gift that I have, this ability that I have within Yuna, to help people have a light bulb moment, to see themselves better, different, greater, to help them get one more step closer to wellness, mentally, physically, whatever that looks like. And it could be doing multiple things. It could be while you're being a student in college. It could be while you're being a yoga teacher. It could be while you're taking a side job at a restaurant, because you're taking that purpose with you everywhere you go. Does that make sense, Nakia? Yuna, unmute and let me know that you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yes, I receive it. I receive it.
So then I know, Yuna, and this is for everybody. It's like, well, God damn it, now what am I going to use my time on? Now I can't be searching for what my purpose is. You don't need to. Now practice. Practice in this vehicle that you want to use. It's a new vehicle. If it's being an instructor, practice in an instructor. If it's getting online and telling people how amazing they are, practice in that way. If you look at somebody like Tabitha Brown, right? Everybody familiar with Tabitha Brown, yes? This lady wanted to be an actress her entire life. Is she the best actress? Absolutely not. But you know what she is? This purpose that she has, this thing that she wanted to express, that she thought the best way to express it was to be an actress. She's making clothes. She got cookware. She got hair products. She got all these things because she allowed her purpose to be spread all over the place. And it has brought her great wealth, impact, right? Positive impact. She gets online. She encourages people. She speaks at conferences. All these things are an expression of her purpose. That's why purpose cannot be tied to a role or responsibility, because they have expiration dates. My purpose is not to be a mom. It's a role and responsibility that I have. My daughter's 21 now. The mom that I was when she was born is no longer. And the mom that she'll need me to be in 5 more years won't be the mom I am today. There's expiration date in all of the role and responsibilities, no matter how meaningful and impactful.
Absolutely.
So the business is getting about being who you authentically are and having an enormous amount of confidence in self. That confidence in self allows whatever you touch to turn into motherfucking gold. And then there's nothing that you can't do. I've been a salon owner. I've been a daycare owner. I've done this for 10 years. I've done all kind of shit, expressing my purpose. This is the best, by far, most at home role and responsibility that I've had in the expression of my purpose. But this ain't it. I'm going to be a New York's #1 bestseller. I'm going to sell out arenas. I'm going to do a one-woman show. I'm going to do all kind of shit, because I like to express my purpose in that way. You look at somebody like Quincy Jones, you look at all these people who allowed themselves to express their purpose in these different ways. You see pastors of churches, especially Black pastors, who know that they're more than just a pastor. And they, early on in the 90s, they would struggle with being people knowing that they were a business owner and a pastor, because you don't want people to think you're taking their money from the church. But I like to own businesses that have an entrepreneurial spirit. I want to go get after it. And they felt pigeonholed because they had to be this one thing to everybody. And that's not what purpose is. They didn't realize that purpose was them. And then whatever they touched was the role and responsibility that they expressed their purpose through. If y'all got that, let me know in the comments, and then prepare yourselves for tomorrow. Y'all, the time is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I completely messed it up yesterday. And I messed it up multiple times. I've just been messing it up, but the time is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's a 6 a.m. for me. And so I will see you guys tomorrow morning. If you come in at 7:30, it's fine. I will already be within review, or 7:20 or whatever time you did, but I prefer you to be here on time. I want to start at like 7. 05. I like to get people in and be done with it. But either way, if you miss anything because you woke up late or you wasn't prepared to be up at 7, I'll see you guys on the replay. And of course, for the next day. We got 7 more days of making this happen. You're welcome, Una. Thank you for being here. I hope everybody got what they needed today. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow morning. I love y'all so much. Tell your friends. Peace.